Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, it's a rare non-football video that I'm making. This video is about what the blink is going on with our country, with the world, with the economies, with our financial well-being. You know, we have politicians who say they're not going to bail out these billionaire companies one day, then turn around and give them a $700 billion bailout, $750 billion. I'm speaking about you, Henry Paulson, Treasury Secretary. Yeah, you're worthless. Go away. You're an incompetent fool. Now, I'm not going to get into bashing politicians, presidents, leaders, senators, etc. As my good friend Josh points out, that I'm very fond of bashing President Bush, and I'm not going to make this into another video to do that, because that's not what I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to take his advice. I am not going to hold back, though, in bashing the Secretary of Treasury, Henry Paulson. He's a fool. He's an idiot. And these rich bitch CEOs of Lehman Brothers, Merrill Lynch, Bear Stearns, who are getting paid. Yes, they're getting paid millions of dollars, folks, while their employees are getting laid off, losing their homes, don't know where their future lies. That's right. Our country's economy, I should say, is going to hell. We are in a financial crisis. We are in an economic crisis that we have not seen since the Great Depression, when the stock market crashed in October 1929. This is history, folks, but it's not a pleasant kind of history. I don't pretend to understand all the workings of Wall Street. In fact, I know very little. One thing I don't understand, and I don't think I ever will understand, is the fluctuations of how it can go up one day 500 points, drop 400 points, drop another 300 points, go up 500 points, drop another 300 points from day to day. I don't understand that. Is it one day they wake up and say, gosh, I'm feeling really positive. I think I'm going to buy a lot of stocks. And the next day, gosh, I didn't get a lot of sleep. I'm kind of hungover. I think I'm going to sell. I don't understand. I don't understand how it can go up so dramatically and down so dramatically. The fluctuations are incredible. And they're part of the problem, not the solution. Wall Street is a bunch of deluded idiots. Even though I don't understand what they do, they're idiots, because they pretend things are fine, they ignore things that are bad news, they grasp onto one little bit of good news and jump up 300 points. And then they ignore bad news, until all of a sudden it becomes so overwhelming that they plummet 500 points. Well, that's great, guys. You're losing thousands, if not millions of dollars for Americans because you don't know how to do your fucking job. Wall Street should be, they should all be pushed off the edge of a building. And I make reference to that because in 1929, when the stock market crashed, many of the investors did just that. They weren't pushed off, they jumped off really, because their lives had been ruined. Well, guess what? You're not only ruining the lives of yourselves, but you are ruining the lives of hardworking Americans who have invested their hard-earned money into your stock market, and you don't even know how to properly react to good news or bad news. Good job. Okay? Henry Paulson, I understand the need to bail out these companies for the short-term fiscal well-being of our country, but the long-term is you are playing with fire. And I speak in reference to that you are now going to enable all these companies to recklessly do loans, high-risk mortgages. There's no incentive for these companies not to. All they say is, gosh, if we really get into a real big pickle, the federal government will bail us out. We could lose billions of dollars. They'll bail us out because they need to. What does that tell? What does that tell these companies? It tells them they're okay. They can do whatever they please. High-risk activities, high-risk mortgages, great. It just pisses me off. And these politicians are all just trying for the short gain. Nobody has foresight. Nobody looks down the road and say, gosh, maybe we shouldn't bail them out. And if we're going to bail them out, maybe we should set up some strict regulations. Because you know what? Bailing out companies is about as anti-capitalistic as you can get. There's no free enterprise. This is the federal government intruding into business and taking over these companies. Well, that's great. Isn't that kind of counterproductive to All those people want small government and free enterprise and a sound capitalist country. This goes against everything fiscal conservatives want. This goes against actually what any fiscal liberals want. I don't understand the mentality right now. So all these people would lose their jobs. Yeah, you know what? They're going to lose their jobs anyways. Let's look at the big picture. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And the needs of the many down the road are going to be hurting because we're trying to help a few people now. And nobody wants to make those tough decisions. Nobody wants to say, gosh, you know what? We got to take our medicine. We got to take it now, because if we don't take it now, our grandchildren are going to be suffering big time. We're going to create a society that's going to collapse upon itself because we were too chicken shit to do anything about it. And all we did was bail out this greedy ass company. So, enough of my rant. I'm not even going to talk about politics, other than I will say that I really admire John McCain. I really admire Barack Obama. I deeply respect both of them. And for the most part, except for a few third-party advertisements, which have been just kind of stupid, it's been a clean race. I can't say the same for Sarah Palin. She is knee-deep in dirty politics. Her and her crony husband. Just, do a search on her husband, at least. He's really bizarre. Talk about a wannabe. I mean, yeah, that's right. Play off the advantages that your wife has gotten. That's great. Yeah, schmuck. So, anyways, but yeah, and that's enough of politics. If you guys have any comments about the future of our economy or the world economy and how it's rapidly going to hell, let me know. Bye.